A complex number is a number that consists of a real part and an imaginary part, like two separate terms. For example, something like 2 plus 4i. Here's the real part, and here's the imaginary part, the 4 times I. So a complex number could have two terms, a real and imaginary, or it could just have one term like 6i. So those are both imaginary numbers. Usually there'll be something with two terms, 4 plus 8i, or 7 minus 6i. Those are pretty normal complex numbers. But they'll either have at most two terms or just one imaginary term. So that is what a complex number is. And there's lots of applications of complex numbers used in electronics, as well as there's some geometric fractal like artwork that is based on complex numbers. That's really neat. So we're going to talk today, or well, right now, just about adding and subtracting complex numbers. And it's a very, very easy process. So just to give us an example, let's say we have these two complex numbers, -4 minus 2i and -6 minus 8i. We combine imaginary terms just like we combine linear terms. So this -2i will combine with the -8i, and the real numbers will combine just like normal real numbers. So the -4 plus -6, that's just a real -10. And the -2i plus the -8i would combine to be a -10i. So that would be the new complex number if we add those two together. So it's just like combining if those i's were x's. All right, just to look at a subtraction problem, it would be the same as if they were linears. Let's say we have this minus this. All right, so here's subtraction. So be careful. You want to start by distributing that negative into the second complex number. So this would be 6 minus 5i plus 5 minus 7i. Really look out for those negatives before parentheses. Okay, now same old. We'll combine our real numbers, which would give us 11, and then we'll combine our imaginary numbers, which would be -12i. So that would be the result of adding those two complex numbers together. Okay, well, why don't you pause and try this real quick. So it's 3 plus 4i minus -6 plus I. All right, if you add this together, you get 9 plus 3i.